All right. So on that note, the next match we had was Mercedes versus Julia Hart, which is another one of those Owen Hart tournament matches. So, anyways, for this one, real quick, the only person that went for Julia Hart was Jupes. Everyone else went for Mercedes and everything. And we gotta say it's a very close match. Very technical on Julia's part. She got lots of wrestling moves in there. She actually grabbed her in the standing octopus hold, which is pretty badass right there. Mercedes tried to do her hold, which I forgot the name of it. Was it called the Moneymaker or something? Her finisher hold thing?
Mhm.
Yeah. So she was trying to do her Moneymaker, but then Julia reverses it into her own submission move, and Mercedes almost tapped out. I was really surprised with that one. They really did play the suspense because she was nowhere near the ropes for a break or nothing. It really looked like she was like, I was like, oh my God, aren't you going to have her tap out? You know what I mean? Because I just didn't really see Julia as the one to like dethrone her, but I was like, holy shit, it was close. So they switched around, and Mercedes got her back in the Moneymaker. Julia gets out of it, tries to go for a pin. Mercedes actually grabs her for the pin and still wins the match. Of course, me and Wendy were like, oh, fuck, and all that. And Athena is watching like the monitors and stuff. But I always hate that thing in wrestling, though. Random monitor there, the people are just there, like, looking, like get a couch or something, or watch it from your backstage trailer thing. Little personal rooms they always have, not just standing there. I'm just standing here in the hall watching it. That always look. The WWE does the same thing. That always looked so whatever. But anyways, Mercedes wins. She retains her title. A lot of teasing going on between her and Athena, and of course the way the brackets are working out, we're thinking that eventually we're gonna have we have to have Mercedes clash with Athena eventually and see what happens there and everything. But any thoughts, guys, on that one?
Yeah, so that was an okay match. Monet's opponent did do fairly well. It was a lot of back and forth. Um, Now the part that I was impressed by was, yeah, the octopus hold, which is a really hard hold to pull, and she pulled it off effortlessly. Like she did it ridiculously well. Like she'd done this a million times over. And then when they were on the ropes, she actually put her in the old the tarantula move that Tajiri used to do.
Yeah,
So yeah, so on a technical level, like she's really good. I mean, I hope they give her a better push even after this whole Owen Hart tournament deal. But yeah, like you could see the foreshadowing on the wall that it's going to end up being her and Athena at the very end of this.
yeah.
So I mean, that's what they've been plotting for. That's what's been going for. So I mean, it was a good match despite what's coming next. But overall, it wasn't too bad. It was
Yeah.
decent.
My thoughts on that one is that Athena might win that one because if the title's down the line, Mercedes can afford to lose that match, and it might set it up for later on an actual title match down the line, possibly. Your thoughts, Johnny?
Okay, about this match, I actually liked it. I mean, not super thrilled about it because I already knew how predictable this match was going to be because, Monet always has to win all these stupid matches. But, I did like the fact that Julia Hart did, give Monet a challenge. And, she was really good in this match. And she did a lot of good, wrestling techniques. She's very technical. And I like that about Julia Hart. And she's very well focused. She's well focused on her craft. Unlike Monet, that she's so flashy all the time. She's all about being flashy. And I like the fact that yeah, it was a very good match in that aspect. But at the same time, I kind of hated the match because I already knew that yeah, once Julia Hart gets tapped out for that shit, like, yeah, Monet's gonna win the match. It's like, fucking, the thing that bothers me is that it wouldn't be so bad if Monet would kind of lose a couple of matches once in a while, make her, they want to go with the storyline that she's the most powerful woman wrestler, blah, 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 and that she has to win all these matches. Okay, but at least have a match or two that she loses so that it doesn't at least look that predictable. Because her winning every freaking match it gets old after a while, and even the audience during the match were rooting more for Julia Hart compared to Monet.
Mhm.
Like it's just, yeah, I don't know.
See, Monet right now is in a spot where Jade Cargill used to be, where Jade Cargill used to be the monster, the completely undefeatable character. So now that Jade's gone and they've got Monet, they're using her in that spot. And it's not looking really too good for her because Jade, sure, she can't wrestle, but she had the physique to look like an unstoppable force. Monet, she can wrestle to an extent, but she does not look that strong in the ring, even in the matches that she wins. Like if she looked strong in the ring, even on any match whatsoever, it wouldn't be so bad. But it's like she botches moves. It's like she almost doesn't even prep for the matches. It That's the one thing that really bothers me with Monet. Like if you're gonna look strong in a match, act strong in the match. Don't just sit there and kind of botch it and make it look like you're just dialing it in half the time.
Mm. For this match, I was going to say I decided to be the contrarian because it wasn't a title match. It was just for the Owen Hart Cup. But that was also before I knew about most of the Athena stuff that was starting to go on. And with the bracket, so as Mark mentioned earlier, we're probably going to get we should end it with with Mercedes and Athena at some point. And if Mercedes beats Athena, I'm like no, because I think it all together is going to end up being Billy Starks versus Athena at the end of all of that. But we'll see. Well, a rematch for that one.
Yeah, the thing is, the brackets don't align in that way. They don't align in the way that the final match is Mercedes versus Athena. There's going to be more matches after that eventually.
Yeah, Athena has a match on Collision, and she's going against Harley Cameron. I think.
Yeah, Harvey Cameron.
So we know she's going to lose. So, so Athena's going to win that, and Mercedes already won her bracket because she beat Julia Hart. So they should be going up against each other. And then on the other side, I bet you Billy Stark's going to win her match, and she's going to be going up against, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now,
So anyway,
what if it ends out, and this is past due, Monet wins it and then gets challenged by Willow Nightingale?
she's not in it.
No, but in general, like after.
Oh, in general.
after-
Oh, you
in
mean after
general.
the tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Willow's been showing up a lot more in AEW as of late.
Yeah.
Hmm.